This came out in the Guardian newspaper in London. Israeli spy chief threatened the International Criminal Court prosecutor. And this is mafia stuff.
Yes.
Now, this woman quit. Now we know why she quit.
Right, and she's replaced by Karim Khan, the current prosecutor.
Whom they are threatening.
So the former head of Mossad, Israel's foreign intelligence agency, allegedly threatened a chief prosecutor of the International Criminal Court in a series of secret meetings in which he tried to pressure her into abandoning a war crimes investigation. That's coming from The Guardian. Yossi Cohen's covert contacts with the ICC's then prosecutor, Fatou Bensouda, took place in the years leading up to her decision to open a formal investigation into alleged war crimes and crimes against humanity in occupied Palestinian territories. Now, that investigation, which was initially launched in 2021, culminated last week when Bensouda's successor, Karim Khan, announced that he was seeking an arrest warrant for the Israeli prime minister over the country's conduct in its war in Gaza. Now, Cohen's personal involvement in the operation against the ICC took place when he was the director of Mossad. His activities were authorized at a high level and justified on the basis the court posed a threat of prosecutions against military personnel, according to a senior Israeli official. Another Israeli source, briefed on the operation against Bensouda, said the Mossad's objective was to compromise the prosecutor or enlist her as someone who would cooperate with Israel's demands. A third source familiar with the operation said Cohen was acting as Netanyahu's unofficial messenger. Now, you're going to start seeing a pattern forming here, folks. 4 sources confirmed that Bensouda had briefed a small group of senior ICC officials about Cohen's attempts to sway her amid concerns about the increasingly persistent and threatening nature of his behavior. 3 of those sources were familiar with Bensouda's formal disclosures to the ICC about the matter. They said she revealed Cohen had put pressure on her on several occasions not to proceed with a criminal investigation in the ICC's Palestine case. According to accounts shared with ICC officials, he is alleged to have told her, "You should help us and let us take care of you. You don't want to be getting into things that could compromise your security or that of your family."
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Now, they threatened the life of the ICC prosecutor and her own family.
Yes. So
this is a mafia. This is like dealing with a Jewish mafia.
All right. You've got a terrorist government in place in Israel. One individual briefed on Cohen's activities said he had used despicable tactics against Bensouda as part of an ultimately unsuccessful effort to intimidate and influence her. They likened his behavior to stalking. The Mossad also took a keen interest in Bensouda's family members and obtained transcripts of secret recordings of her husband. According to 2 sources with direct knowledge of the situation, Israeli officials then attempted to use the material to discredit the prosecutor.
So they were hacking private communications, phone calls, maybe planting listening devices in her home to get dirt on her. They could use that information, say, hey, well, we have a recording of your husband saying this. You better back off. The world may know something about you someday. This is mafia tactics. And they're doing it against the prosecutor of the International Criminal Court. See, they don't fear anybody. They don't believe that anybody has jurisdiction and authority over them. That they're a global power. They're more global than the world. They're super global, if you think like they do.
Now, is the hidden story in here really the takedown of Benjamin Netanyahu?
Well, I think that's where it's going. That's not what Mr. Cohen was trying to do. He was trying to head off what just happened.
But the implication from The Guardian is that he was following Netanyahu's orders to do it.
Yes. The Guardian is providing his enemies with the evidence. Okay, good point, Doc, because now the Israeli political opponents of Netanyahu can say, look what he did. He ordered our Mossad chief to threaten the court. Now the court is coming after us. It's not us that they want. It's him.
Netanyahu and Gallant.
We got to turn them over so that they'll let Israel alone.